Just fed the dogs, that's why they're not barking. Because I fed and ran. Beasts. Love them though. Alright, let's try this out. I'm gonna try to talk. I don't know. I'm sure I could find something to talk about. Windshield open, visor open. 30, 40, third gear. 40, 35, second gear. 30, 20, first gear. Second gear. 35, almost 40. 45, 40. So hopefully it sounds better than it did before, because I don't think it was sounding that great on the when it was clipped onto the other mic. That's 50. 50 miles an hour. 40. Steady 40. Just under 40. That's 30. 35, 30. Down to 25. And neutral. So we'll see. So I don't know what I was talking about at the end of the second. I know the third video was my first riding video. I was just trying to, you couldn't understand a word I said, so there's no sense in leaving off there. The second end of the second video, I started talking about I think I left you off talking about the end of high school and stuff, and just getting out of high school and dealing with everything that happened in high school. Jersey. I don't know if everybody knows where that is, but that's a special kind of place in New Jersey. I'm gonna have to crack this visor, I'm dying. So that's, the visor's cracked just a hair, like that first spot, I think. Yeah, that's all the way closed. And that's like right barely open. So let's leave it there and see how much wind noise that creates, because a bit hot. I can close it now. That's 40. So yeah, I did that on the ambulance corps. I volunteered for 8 years. I worked for a private company as well down in the Army. that was my job. I did that until I got my motorcycle license when I was 19. And then I did that. I got my motorcycle license. I was working in Rutherford for the ambulance corps, and then, the place was in Rutherford, New Jersey, at the end of Route 17. But we ran runs down in Newark, East Orange, and West Orange. So during that time with the paid volunteer and everything, I saw a lot of, I saw dead people, I saw badly injured people, and it never really bothered me, it never screamed me out, I have a tendency to remain very, calm, cool, and collected during situations other people would panic in, when they see blood, broken bones that are disfigured, or dead people. This guy went on green. This guy's a fucking genius. He's gonna die. Watch this guy die on fucking camera. Maybe I'll hit him. Jesus, can I go yet? Is it my turn? So, yeah, so that kind of, the stuff that happened in my senior year kind of was a reality check. It was just like, bam, you're grown up. That's it. You're a man. You're on your own. Get your shit together. No one's here to help you. Mommy and daddy ain't here to help you. White Cutlass, my mighty Gutless, and I was going to cop weed on Jerome Avenue in the Bronx. I bet not a lot of people have done that before, but maybe not. I did it, but I was 17. A lot of 17-year-olds weren't doing that. I know that. So yeah, literally every single day I would leave school and I would go to Jerome Avenue and cop nice 50 bags of weed and bring them back to school. Anybody else wanted to chip in, I would get them shit. I really wouldn't make money on it. That wasn't my deal. I just was happy to get some finally good weed instead of that dirt shit everybody had. The stuff I used to get at Jerome Ave was freaking ridiculous. It was an old record store ran by a bunch of Jamaican dudes, and I was there every day. I got popped once, but what are you gonna do? I'm bound to get popped, especially if you're going there every day. But it was reliable and high quality, to say the least. Miles an hour, 55. And I also got popped in Washington Heights one time, getting weed. They didn't arrest us. They were like, go home.
more times. So I was like, yeah, I could take a good shot. So he popped me in the face. The cops will let us go. And we managed to freaking grab, I mean, we stuck out like sore thumbs. I had, I was Mighty Whitey on Jerome Ave, even in, Washington Heights. I was Mighty Whitey running around where I shouldn't be with a tie-dye on, a 62 Cutlass F85, loud as hell. So, I mean, we stuck out. But it was good weed. But yeah, and at the same time, I had a really responsible job. I was a EMT. I was on the volunteer ambulance corps. I got an itch. God damn it. Oh. So I had a responsible job. I was an EMT. I went through all that training. And I also had a paid job, besides the volunteering. So I was busy, man. I had a lot going on. And then when all that stuff happened on my senior year, I fell back toward a family unit, which was the Grateful Dead, and touring with the Dead and going to all the shows and feeling the love and the compassion and what I needed at home. I didn't get there because my parents were in the hospital. They weren't giving it to me. They were a mess. I mean, I've been dealing with batshit crazy all my life, man. And you know what sucks about dealing with it all your life is getting used to it. And I'm tired of it. And we'll talk about it in another video about more batshit crazy, because I got batshit crazy going on in my life right now. And I'm tired of it. I want to get myself a Thor Outlaw RV, used, some miles on it. It's got a garage. I put both bikes in it, in the back. Drivable RV. It's an F450 chassis with the Godzilla motor. I just want my independence back, because I feel sick all the time, and I'm in a very unhealthy space where I live. And I'm tired of it. And I've been dealing with it for 5 years. And that's it. I'm done. I can't anymore. I'm finally prioritizing my own health and my own well-being for once, because I'm not taking care of myself. Before I got down here to Florida, my mom died in 18, so I was busy back in Jersey. I was taking care of both of my parents. My dad suffered with that cancer that he had, what he died of after my mom, before my mom knew she had cancer. And my mom died first. So that was devastating. We ended up, my best friend Matt, his sister and her husband know people. He's a doctor in, I don't know if it's Mount Sinai or something, in Manhattan, but I have a picture up. Maybe I'll try to put the picture up here in the video, where we went to get my mom. And that was the day they told us, that she has stage 4 cancer. It's spreading. It's in the fluid around her lungs. It's in her lungs. It's spreading everywhere. And she died 2 months later. I remember walking out of Mount Sinai or wherever we were, 50, 45, 40 miles an hour. So I left, I walked out of the doctor's appointment, mother saying, when they told us that, there's nothing that they can do, no surgery. Because my mom had lung cancer when she was in her 30s, and she had a good portion of both of her lungs removed. And they got it out, So, she was so busy taking my dad to appointments for his bile duct cancer, she was neglecting herself. And I found out my mother stopped going up and down the stairs. I'm like, why are you not going up and down the stairs? And this is right where we started getting the word of the COVID. And the last thing I wanted to do was to bring my mother to a hospital where it's full of COVID, and they don't know how to treat it, and they don't know how to cure it, and they don't know how to fight it. The last thing I wanted to do was bring my mother to the hospital, and I eventually had to. As soon as she told me that she couldn't walk up and down the stairs, we immediately brought her to the hospital. And that's where, they treated her and took x-rays, and they said it was the cancer, so then we had to go to the city and go to a specialist. I gotta turn around and start heading back home. Traffic. Can't. My mother said, I'll never forget what my mother said. She said, well, that's it. I'm gonna kick the bucket. Like, just so nonchalantly, oh well, fuck it. So that was devastating. I remember going outside crying in the middle of Manhattan. Everybody was going about their day, and I'm standing there lighting a cigarette, crying, standing up against a post, a light post, thinking about how this is not how it was supposed to be. Not how I wanted it to be. If I was king, take care of my mom forever. My dad was going to die first, and my mom was going to live forever, and I was going to take care of her if I was king. And that is not what happened. I remember coming home, and driving faster and faster and faster until I got to the house. I could almost feel that something wasn't right. And I got inside, and my dog Leia did not come to the door. And that is one of two times that has happened. I posted a post about Leia and the two times that it happened on my Facebook. The second time was the last time my dad was admitted to the hospital. I came home and Leia didn't come to the door because she was laying in my father's bed in his bedroom. And it was just, I was really busy taking care of Mom. And then after my mom passed, I was really, really busy taking care of my dad. And my dad did not make it a year. 2 years, I'm sorry. He did not make it 2 years. My mom and dad died in the same month, 2 years apart. My mom died on the 27th of April, and my dad died on April 3rd of 2020. or 76 or 77. I think 77. So I hope you guys are hearing this okay. I still have the visor closed. So yeah, I was busy. I was administering all kinds of oral medications so that my mother would never wake up. She was eating and walking when she got home from the hospital, and then 2 weeks later, we had to take her dentures out because she couldn't eat anymore, and there was food stuck all in her dentures, which I didn't realize. I got yelled at by my sister. She was going through nursing school at the time on their dime. But never around, like always at school, always had on class. Don't worry, Eric will take care of mom and dad all by himself, which is what you're supposed to do, if you're a normal fucking human being. Not just getting a degree from Pratt Art School when you get out of high school and then going to nursing school while your parents are dying. But the princess, always got what she wanted. Eric paved the way. My sister and I are 6 years apart. She's 6 years younger than I am. Lessons I've learned in my life, I think, was very recently. Not everyone would do for you what you would do for them. I did some very nice things for people. Put myself out financially and just, as being a friend, and I just don't think that it was ever reciprocated by any of my wives or any of my girlfriends. But, I was no angel either. I was tough. I'm a Sagittarius. I got ADHD, dyslexia. So I'm all over the fucking place. It's hard for me to comprehend and concentrate on the things I hear. I'm more read. I kind of get things better doing it firsthand and the hard way. Learning experiences. But I hope this video came out okay. I hope the CapCut Edit Pro picks everything up well and can straighten all the shaky video out. And we will see. This is my turn. get a chance, go over to the Forgotten Angels website and try to make a donation. Help those young men and women that are aging out of foster care. Give them a good chance at life, because they need all the help they can get in this life, because the future is looking crazier and crazier every time I think about it. Watching the news, it's just ridiculous what they're doing out there, setting themselves on fire, all kinds of crazy shit. Dumbasses. Tired of dealing with batshit crazy. Hopefully one day it won't make me batshit crazy. Just been dealing with it all my life and I'm tired of it. Just tired of it. Well, I hope this wasn't too much of a Debbie Downer video, but this is my life and I just wanted to... It's the only one I got, so it's the only one I'm going to talk about. And how I made it and what I did to get through the things that I went through. And there was a lot. So with that, we'll talk later. Oh yeah, I should do some shout outs. I would like to do some shout outs to Shade Tree Surgeon, David and Cindy from Forgotten Angels, Shay Lisi, Rolling with T-Bone. I'd like to give a shout out to Recycled Hooligan. Put out an awesome video the other day. He's got some awesome audio and mic going on. Proud of him. You should watch his channel and check out his stuff. He's doing a lot better with that. I'm happy for him. Very proud of him. Recycled Hooligan, Loose Juice, AZDZ Rides, Motorbahn Virginia, Ray Gregory, Adventures of Key Fob, Red Rider Canada BC, Angel, Jasmine Ty, Wheel Burner Express. I'm forgetting people. Riding on Ruby, Desert Outlaw. I'm forgetting people. I hate that. Cosmodos, Bueller 1203, Weems Motor Company. Of course, those people are all awesome. And proud to call my friends, I guess, you know. Everybody at the camp out's my friend now. It's really changed my life and given me a direction and a cause to help an amazing charitable organization. I'm proud to say I can donate to. I donate whatever I can. If it's $100 per raffle, or if it's a t-shirt or two. You know, I only get, I'm on permanent disability, so I'm only netting like $1,700 a month. So like half that's my rent, so the other half goes to whatever else. Phone, landscaping, because I refuse to cut a lawn ever again after landscaping for 20 years and doing 10 years of tree work. Even though I have done it, so yeah. I don't know if I'm forgetting anybody else. I probably am. I'm so bad. Sterling Wheel. I can't forget Sterling. He's the man. He's been helping me. And let's see, Mr. Stromboli, Mrs. Stromboli, and of course David and Cindy. Alright guys, I'll talk to you soon. Thank you. Take care. Send in you love.